covenant can be used as a sort of crucible or test to figure out how well we're doing, either as a congregation or as a community or as a nation. In fact, our nation was founded on religious and civic concepts related to covenant. And I would argue that in recent decades, we have fallen well short of the mark in upholding this important idea of covenant in our everyday lives, in our civic life, and in pretty much every way imaginable. And we've seen this lack of a feeling of communal covenant in the way things have broken down in the past year and a half with the pandemic that we've been dealing with and our seeming inability to come together as a nation around something for the mutual benefit of all. But this concept of covenant goes way, way back in our country to the Puritans who, the Puritans had both the good side and the bad side of things for us as Americans. But one of the very earliest articulations of covenant was by Puritan leader John Winthrop in a famous sermon that he had delivered called A Model of Christian Charity. And there's a quote from that sermon which says, "We must uphold a familiar commerce together in all meekness, gentleness, patience, and liberality. We must delight in each other, make others' conditions our own, rejoice together, mourn together, labor and suffer together, always having before our eyes our commission and community in the work, our community as members of the same body." I think we, all of us, forget this aspect that is absolutely essential to community, and it has to do with this feeling and reality of being in this thing together, and the importance of that in order to make anything work in terms of our relationships with others, our government, our families, our communities, our congregations, and pretty much everything else. So over the next 5 days in my Rays of Light, I'll be exploring 5 elements of covenant as articulated by James Luther Adams, famous Unitarian theologian of the 20th century. That's all for today.